Welcome to Ball Talk Deep, where we talk deep about ball. It's Andrade and Irwin back at it again. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about the most interesting player in the NBA. I think that is undebatable, and that's Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets, who have, according to Stephen A. Smith, so I don't know how reputable of a source you want to call it. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, Stephen A. Smith is like, a world renowned journalist. He's not gonna do that to his credibility, but he has been also called out by professional players and athletes before for talking shit. So I honestly don't know what to believe. You don't know what to believe. Let's be honest. We're not part of that world. But according to according to Steven, the Brooklyn Nets apparently tried to trade or were willing to trade Kyrie for Ben Simmons, which honestly I think that's an atrocious trade. But it was a thing until KD voiced his voice, basically saying that he wasn't for it. And yeah, he wasn't about it. So if he wasn't about it, the Nets weren't about it. But I don't know. Do you think that's a big deal? I think that's kind of a big deal, and I think this is something that could affect the Nets in the long run.
It's a huge deal in a sense.
Yeah, I didn't expect you to say it's a huge deal.
Back then, yeah. I mean, now that information got revealed at this time, and it doesn't help the Ben Simmons, man. He just took a massive dump on his, to put it lightly, on his trade value with his great performance. That he
Good
had
point.
in the
Good
playoffs.
point. So when you say it like that, like Ben Simmons trade value down here, and then like, where does that put Kyrie's trade value then?
Nah, man. I'm like, no, man. I'm like, nah. I don't have the best analogy, but it's pretty much shit right now. It's like below shit.
All right, but
right
no
now.
matter what, I would not trade Kyrie for Ben Simmons.
Let me tell you this.
Would you do that?
Let me tell you this. I want to add to this
Oh
because
my god, you're gonna say you would.
no, not that.
Okay.
Guys. I've said this in the channel several times, but if this is your first time watching this, I'm gonna throw you a fun fact. Andrade over here is right 95% of the time, and he is wrong 5% time. Because hey, man, he's not perfect. He's not God, the Easter
Nobody's
Bunny,
perfect.
whatever the fuck you believe in, Santa Claus. I mean, we're getting to that point right now.
Say this.
A while back, I'm going to put a card over here. Andrade brought up the idea that the 76ers should strongly entertain the idea of trading Ben Simmons for Kyle Lowry to help him out for that playoff run.
Hey, you've come around to that?
And I hate to admit this, but each day that this shit's going on, Andrade's words are making more and more and more sense. And mind you, I'm not a 76ers fan. I'm not in Philadelphia. I can just imagine, like,
This
if
is
you guys are
blowing
watching,
my mind
how
right now.
y'all feeling like right now? Cause shit, man, if this was happening to my team in my hometown, man, you think I hate Dion Waiters, man? If that shit was going on with Ben Simmons, man. Oh my god.
Nah, yeah. If I was a Philly
Man.
hometown raised citizen, I would be pissed. I would be pissed.
And imagine, like here and there on YouTube, I listen to like some 76ers, like Sixers Center, like podcasts. They're pissed. They just want to like either they're like pissed off, livid, or they're just at the point that it's like, you know what, man, I just want this bullshit to be over with.
Then
already.
at that point, it makes a little more sense that Simmons doesn't want to show up to any of the games, because I think if he showed up to any of the games, he's definitely getting food thrown at him.
Everything.
Might get jumped. I don't know.
Nah,
but
yeah, I think he will get jumped.
I'm surprised you would do that now. Cause okay, so you don't think Kyle Lowry would be a good fit on this team?
I mean, logically speaking, I mean, for the short term, yes, but long term, no, man. I'm like, shit on Ben Simmons all you want.
I think long
he's,
term Simmons is doing nothing for the Sixers.
But anyways, let's get back on track. Would I trade Kyrie Irving for Ben Simmons? Even at
I mean, if I was Daryl Morey, fuck.
obviously, right now, hell no. If you're the Nets, but if you're there more, you're like, what, Kyle Irving?
But
I'm like,
at no point though, at no point do I believe, regardless if it's now or before, that Ben Simmons is on the same level as Kyrie Irving.
no.
Man.
Now,
I'm
hey,
sorry.
if you throw me a maxi, a couple of picks, and my
Then I would entertain it.
Tybu, I'll be like, all right, man, let's do this shit.
But I don't know why the Nets would entertain that thought. Period. Like, Kyrie does not bring that big of a shit show to the Nets. I don't think he brings a shit show, period. But I know some people don't like his antics or whatever because his focus isn't 100% on basketball. If you watch the channel enough, I'm not like a big Kyrie fan, but I am a fan of the fact that he's like an individualistic like person, very unique. He's all about being himself 100%, and I vouch for that. Like if you can do it, go for it. And basketball isn't everything, you know what I mean? But at the same time, if it's your career and it's your profession, you gotta be a professional and show up, which I do believe he does. Yeah. He's just been hurt, you know what I mean? So so I don't think it's that big of a problem for them to consider like hiring Ben Simmons in the locker room. That shit, look at what he's doing in Philly. Imagine that in Brooklyn with KD. KD would get so fucking pissed at Ben, you know what I mean? And he's not tight with Ben like that. At least not that we know of.
And the
way he is with Kyrie. So it's like Kyrie does something, KD can it's like, oh, that's Kyrie, that's my boy, whatever.
Yeah, they're super tight. They're boys, like boys.
Yeah, for real. And like he was like, nah, you're not trading Kyrie. Like what?
KD's the reason why, Kyrie didn't.
Fuck with that.
Kyrie didn't get turned. I fuck with that, man, because KD.
Oh, yeah, you saw what Steven said? What? Steven, we're on a first name basis.
We know him from a first name basis, man. We boys like that, man.
Supposedly that KD fucks with Kyrie so hard that's why they ended up in Brooklyn, because Kyrie was like, nah, man, fuck the net. I'm paraphrasing, obviously. Fuck the Knicks. Like, let's just stay in Brooklyn. And then KD's like, all right, let's go to Brooklyn. Man. I don't know if it's that tight, but
no, it is tight, man. You stop.
Apparently that's like that. Yeah,
he went to KD went to the front office and be like, man, you better not do that. Like, I'm paraphrasing, obviously, like that. But it also adds to this at KD that a lot of people, ever since he joined Golden State, they were saying that, hey, he's a snake. I'm included in saying that as well, that he's not loyal. But hey, the fact that he was able to do that, he's loyal to people that he fucks with. Which I respect.
Which is like what you should do.
Exactly. But I mean, like as we know right now in 2021, common sense is not so common.
Yeah. So I think this is kind of a big deal because, like, I wouldn't say it's a big deal because I don't think it's going to disrupt the Nets' path to a championship that bad if they win it all, because KD and Kyrie are so tight, and Harden obviously has a relationship with at least KD, but I'm assuming both, that obviously on top of all their talent, they'll get through it, you know what I mean? KD and Kyrie will talk it out and they'll be like, yo, fuck the organization, but let's go win this chip. But I do think it's a it's something, because like now, like, imagine Kyrie's gonna have that, like, he's looking over his shoulder like, yo, fuck this organization, they try to trade me. If things get down bad during the season, the tension rises. But like they always say, what eases all tension? Winning. And they're still the favorites in the East.
Yeah, by far. Okay. Yeah, let's be real.
And even in the NBA too, it's not just the East.
Yeah, by far. Come on, man. I'm like, who's gonna stop them? Lakers, that retirement home?
Denver Nuggets, bro.
Sacramento Kings,
bro. MPJ about to pop off.
Ja Morant, your boy.
I was gonna comment Ja Morant under this tweet that I saw. Who's your dark horse for MVP candidate? Dark horse, guys. That's like it's not like I'm thinking the guy could win because he's on Memphis.
That's like the darkest of dark horses, man. Like, yo, he's been
it's possible.
I mean, yeah,
he might pop off, man. I'm telling you.
I mean,
don't sleep on Ja.
I mean, yeah, I guess I might pop off at your local YMCA for 20 points. I mean, but shit. I mean, the likelihood of that happening. But anyways, guys, let us know what you guys think in the comments, man. Would you trade Ben Simmons for Kyrie Irving?
God, if you say yes, please.
If you say yes,
unsubscribe. I'm just kidding.
If you say yes, man, don't get tested for COVID. Get tested for mental. Like, I don't know, might be.
And do you guys think this is a big deal for the Nets and Kyrie? Like, now it's gonna affect their path towards a championship.
In the event that you did say yes and your name is Ben Simmons, let us know where would you like to end up, and finally finish this question.
If you're a Ben Simmons burner account on YouTube.
Yeah, for real, man, let us know. And like Andrade likes to say, well, as we like to say, especially Andrade, why? We would love to hear that.
Por qué?
Por qué? Either way, appreciate all the love and the hate. You guys already know, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all podcast streaming platforms. If you like what we got going on in this channel, hit that subscribe button. We'll catch you guys soon.
Hit that
For
like
now,
button too.
yes, sir. Later.
Take care.